What is like one single thing financially prudent contractors should be focused on this year?
I would say cash reserves. And here's how we maybe do that. So we already talked about not buying the assets with our cash resources. We talked about not pulling out substantial amounts. Here's something related to mortgage rates and mortgages for everybody, right? Whether you're a business owner or not. When the interest rates have gone up, you've got two opportunities for a mortgage. You've got a fixed rate or a variable rate, right? And for many of you who are listening, you probably play in the variable rate market because you probably get a shorter term interest rate break, and we're all a little bit crazy with the risk that we like in our lives. So, there's an element of that. I'm guessing a majority of people are in variable rate mortgages. So what happens is when the interest rates go up on those fixed mortgages, nothing changes. But on all the variable rates, we continue to go up as the rate's going up. Now, what happens on our mortgages, and guys, this could be mortgage of your house, or this could be all of your vehicles in your fleet as well, or your heavy value equipment, whatever it is, as that variable rate goes up, it's starting to increase the interest amount that is part of your blended payment. So let's say, for example, you've got a mortgage payment, it's $2,000. As the variable rate goes up, if you've got a fixed payment, that payment hasn't been changing, but just the interest component of that payment has been going up. And then there was what they called the inflection point, where the interest rate increased so much that they had to change the payments because the interest was more than what the payments were on a monthly basis. Now, the way that the banks have structured this for individuals is that they've extended the period of time
Correct.
that people could pay their mortgage. So if you had 18 years left, they'd go,
30.
okay, well, Bob, we're going to make it 25 and you're going to keep your payment the same, no problem, right? Which has been really good.
They give them, the banks give them fancy names and they sort of make a product around it. But it's essentially what you're doing is kicking the can down the road.
We're kicking the can down the road. Now, if we go back to the importance of cash, and the importance of cash in our business is because of the opportunity that we could capitalize on. And guys, it's going to be there. We need to be ready to double down on the opportunity that's going to be here, because every time there's some sort of recession or an economic struggle, people are winding down, they're getting out. The individuals who are ready to retire and move on, they're going, well, now's probably as good a time as any because I don't want to have to work hard on the other side of this. Right. So there is opportunity that's coming. So if we're looking at our mortgage and we're looking at our assets in our business, we could also take a very similar proactive approach and say, listen, what we want to do is we want to minimize our monthly outflow right now. We might want to refinance our assets over a longer period of time. So go back to those individual business owners, and I know you're on here and you're listening. You've bought your vehicle with cash and you're going, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. You can now go back out and finance that asset and put that cash back into your business. So just know that the banks love tangible assets. They will give you money if they can secure against it, including your home. Home equity lines of credit are awesome. You don't have to pay interest on it unless you use it. So like looking at those things, if home values are going down, now's a good time to make sure that we lock in our home equity at a higher value. So just increasing our safety net, because opportunity is here, it's coming. And recession shouldn't be something where we get scared. We just want to make sure we're properly planned. We have the cash resources, or I call the safety net, and we're ready to capitalize on the opportunity that's on the other side.
That's the idea, that you are holding on to those dollars so that you can deploy them when a really interesting acquisition comes across your desk, when a really interesting building catches your eye, and you're essentially getting it at a discount compared to where you would have 2 or 3 years ago. It's about these strategic moves that you want to. It's not just so you can hoard; it's so you can do something with. And this environment often provides those opportunities more than when things are going to the moon.
Exactly, and it gives us that power to be able to make those decisions, right? I've got one particular electrical contractor in the Toronto area, very successful, high performance business. And they've been approached in the last 6 months by 3 sole owner electrical contracting companies that are like, man, it's getting hard out there. The unions are pushing hard for employees with higher wages. It's becoming really hard to compete. Can we come work with you? And so essentially these smaller businesses, and maybe, the guys are in their 50s or 60s, they're going, yeah, I just don't see a future of this in the next 5 years. I'd rather just go work, 50 hours a week or 40 hours a week and not have to worry and have the stress of being a business owner. And this electrical contracting company is bringing these guys in, all of their clientele, past and current, and they're just paying a salary for somebody that they want to have on their team anyway. Mm-hmm. So, but sometimes that comes with, being able to finance the new vehicle or, the new equipment or whatever that looks like. And if you don't have the cash resources to be able to put down the down payment related to that, or to fund the short-term investment of this staff, you miss out on those types of opportunities. And those opportunities are happening. I see it every single day right now. So be ready, have your eyes open for it, but also start the conversations. Contractors, be aware that, individuals who maybe you're competing with or who are in your space, people are struggling and they're open to conversations about maybe joining your team or, transitioning their business over to you. And some of those people have a really large network that we as progressive business owners can jump on and start marketing towards and start building up some serious future growth related to. So it is happening. We're seeing it. It's just, let's be ready for it.
Listen, if you like that clip, you can watch the full episode by clicking here. If you're not yet subscribed, you probably should be, and you can do that by clicking right here.